What you see here is a 3D Space Hulk board that I had made for my gaming group. The purpose of this video is to share with you the way our gaming group plays this game so that maybe you can use some of these ideas for your own game night. This video is meant for those already familiar with the rules and own one or more copies of the Space Hulk game. Although I won't cover the rules to Space Hulk here, this video will give you a basic idea of how the game plays. For this game night, I have 3 boards set up. One here, and the last one over here, which uses the regular cardboard sections from the second edition of the game. I actually own 3 copies of the second edition of Space Hulk, so I have plenty of models and tokens for this large of a setup. Each game board can play up to 3 players. 1 player for this squad of Marines, 1 player for this squad, and 1 player who will run the Gene Stealers. The 3D boards and equipment were made using Hirst molds, and you can find all the instructions for how I built this on my website at hirstarts.com. To build the game board, I used 1 mold for the edging, number 325, and 3 other molds for the floor tiles, doors, and hatches, which are number 276, 277, and 279. The machinery you see here is made from 2 other molds, number 326 and 327. There's a large variety of machinery you can make using these 2 molds, but for this mission I'm only using a few pieces of the machinery. I'm hoping that this mission might give you an idea of something new to try. For this mission you'll need 2 squads of Marines. Each squad will consist of a captain with a sword, an assault cannon, a flamer, and 2 Marines with storm bolters. Now, you might not have the exact same models, cards, or board pieces that I'm using here. Feel free to make adjustments to the mission so that it will work for the game components that you have. You'll also notice that I'm giving each squad their own set of command points. This makes the game easier when 2 different players are each controlling their own squad, so they don't have to argue over who gets to use the command points. This also gives the Marines a definite advantage, so I've adjusted the difficulty of this game accordingly. The title of this game is called Ambush. In order for the Marines to win this game, they will need to activate all 5 pieces of machinery in order to open the bulkhead door. Afterwards, they will need to get at least 1 Marine off the board to win the game. In order to activate a piece of equipment, they must face it and use 1 action point. The reason this game is called Ambush is because after a piece of equipment is activated, the Gene Stealer player will immediately place 1 Stealer model anywhere on the board they want, as if it burst out of the floor somewhere. It will not be able to move and attack until it's the Gene Stealer's turn, though. The Marines must use the remainder of their turn to deal with this model before it takes action on the Stealer's turn. For this reason, it's best if the very first action the Marine player does on his turn is to activate the machinery, so they can use the rest of their turn to deal with the assassin that pops up. It's also best if the Marine player does not activate any machinery if they didn't roll good command points. Placing the Stealer model is a lot of fun for the Stealer player. They get to take their time and find the absolute worst place for an enemy to show up and throw a wrench into the best of plans. Here's a diagram of the map. Since I've made these board sections myself, you may not have the exact same number of hallway sections in your game set. If this is the case, feel free to adjust the map to get it as close as possible. Now, before I show you clips of the game in progress, I want you to be aware that we are using a few house rules that may differ from the official rules of the game. So when you see us playing the game using slightly different rules than you do, that doesn't mean that you're playing the game wrong. We're just using house rules that work for us. One of the house rules we use is how the heavy flamer works. Since this 3D game board is very difficult to see where each section of the board is divided, we don't set a whole section on fire. What we do instead is use a flamer template. The flamer will target 1 square on the board. This square must be in his fire arc and cannot be over 12 squares away. After this square is chosen, the Marine player will place his template in any position that includes this target square. This gives a flamer a lot more freedom than he usually has, so I've adjusted the game difficulty accordingly. Another thing you will notice during play is that we give all Gene Stealers free rotational movement without an action point cost, even if they spin 180 degrees. So if a Stealer is facing away, they can simply turn it around and move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares. Personally, I like this mission because it has good tension all the way through and makes for a very close game. Since the Gene Stealers move first, they can put blips very close to the starting Marines. They'll have to lurk their first turn since they're closer than 6 squares away, but the Marines will be panicking, trying to find a way to cover the area for when they do come out. This isn't too much of a problem because both squads are equipped with some very powerful weapons, but it's still a lot of fun to watch the Marine player panic and try to puzzle out how to arrange and cover the starting area without dying. Here are a few clips from the game in action. Is he done?
Let's do it.
Let's see what you roll good. Roll good command points. What'd you get? 3? That's not bad. You could probably live.
3. All right.
So if you're going to do it, I would trip that first. You're going to trip that first?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you do to trip it is grab one of those, throw it in the room.
Okay.
That doesn't take up, you can still step on, whatever. Just put it on the floor so you know that it's there.
All right.
Okay, now, Damien, it's up to you. At this point, you take a model, you put it anywhere on the board you feel like.
And you can charge your other guys that way, and then we can.
Oh no.
I mean,
that's fine. You got a turn to turn around, or you got a turn to move your flamer out of the way. Can you get your captain up there and shoot him? Can that guy right there shoot him, and then turn around and shoot that guy? He might be able to get both. Yeah. So around the corner, 1 on fire. You need to get a 6. Got him. Look at that shit. Now just move him out of the way so they can't get to you.
So there's 1.
Yeah, and one more.
4.
It can't reach you there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good. There you go. You're safe.
Okay.
Yep. And I want to see if this guy dies first.
And if
that's the fun one right there.
If not, I'll use 2 and I'll go on guard.
Attack for 1.
Yes. Okay, so you're going to roll 1 die, and Billy's going to roll 3.
I get a plus 1.
You get a plus 1 to it. So roll a 6 and you win.
And I reroll his?
1 die of his. 1 die of his. Let's see what you get.
3.
3. If he rolls... Okay, now, now you tied.
Yep.
You could re-roll the 4 if you wanted to.
Right here.
And if you roll under a 4, you'll kill him. If you roll over a 4, then you die. But he's going to attack again. What do you want to do? You're going to re-roll the 4?
50-50 shot.
You roll 6.
Yes! Oh, God.
And he
jammed. I'm not if I don't have to. And go on guard.
He jammed. And he did.
If I don't go on
guard, all of
then
his
I can
mummies
use
died.
There.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And we do it again. We do it again.
If I hit him in the first one, then...
Oh, got it, no matter what he rolls. 6, you got it no matter what he rolls.
So we gotta take a chance with that guy.
Damn, that was close.
If I would have put him on Overwatch, he would have just went here.
Oh, yeah.
Killed him.
I don't want to play.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap here. This room right here, they've activated that one. This room right here, they've activated that one. That's 2. This room right here, they've activated for 3.
Almost cleared that room, and then
number 4, they're getting ready to do. And number 5, they got 2 guys right up there, plus an auto cannon over there to activate the last one and get 1 guy out the door. This is looking pretty close. Right here's the killer. Are they going to be able to pull off getting this last room over here and then getting a guy out? Just a quick update there. They got the door open. They had a guy right at where the door was, but a Gene Stealer on its last action killed the guy by the door. Their only hope now is to get a flamer with how many charges? 1 charge. Yeah. To be able to get out the door. That's kind of a long ways away, isn't it? And then they've got an auto cannon that's got to reload because he is out of ammo. Did you reload already once?
Nope, but we're going to roll for a command point.
Okay, roll good. 6! Got a 6 command point. So now you can reload and
6.
Maybe you can get...
No. But there's no other guy in the middle that's close out.
Okay, an update. They tended to clear everybody out. They got 1 guy that finally moved up to there. And it looks like the Gene Stealers are too far away to reach him this turn. But we'll see what they do.
You should have turned these guys to that way to fight him.
If they don't roll enough command points to get off the board, they're going to have to deal with a whole nother turn of Gene Stealers.
That guy should have never lived.
Yeah! Roll the 4. That's it. That's it.
Dun, 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 dun,
Stop at the end, turn around, and jump off.
On here on this particular game, the Marines won, but they got one guy off barely. Damn, you guys are all bunched up here, aren't you? Man, you look at their game. Look how far they are. They're already halfway across the board, and you guys are all huddled up like a bunch of cowards.
I still have to move these guys.
Okay, what's the current?
Or I could flame it for one.
Now they have to convert out of line of sight.
1, 2.
I could sacrifice
There you
myself.
go.
That guy was
I could
Well,
flame
we got this fella right here on
I know
Overwatch.
this is coming out.
I haven't moved this.
Okay, so let's see what you do here.
No,
Alright.
that guy.
Did you do that? Yeah.
So now I just have my Steelers move, so I'm gonna start with this.
Okay, Will, it's your guy,
You got
right?
1,
Command points. So if you wanted to
Dead.
use
Killed
2
it.
command points, then
Yeah.
you can still wait
One,
for the guy to
two.
come here.
If I had close
If you
enough, you could come out of there.
Dead.
You can go 2.
Oh, damn!
And then you can have your 2 command points to
One.
use your flame.
How many is that?
2,
Two,
Because I don't have to go on Overwatch to do that, right?
I only have to see
3.
Three.
2 for a
right
one.
here. 4.
He was
you
right
don't
here.
see the guy immediately in that
2,
time.
3, 4.
You ain't jamming. You want him to jam. 5.
And you can wait for him to come out. And
Nope.
then you can flame him.
And then I got
6.
one in case
Didn't
I
kill
get
him, but
there.
didn't jam him.
See, I always forget that. I always thought you had to go on Overwatch.
Okay, Craig, it's up to you. Let's see what it
Use
matters.
your flamer if you don't use
He
the
only
flame.
gets 2
It
shots.
doesn't do me any
Yeah.
good to do any further.
1,
2.
2 Overwatch.
On their turn.
Well, he killed the guy.
So
that he was
technically-
worried about.
3 Overwatch.
I should still move back.
That guy.
Yeah.
Got him!
I
Ooh!
mean, not that we're
Ooh,
probably not
that's
doing
close.
anything, but I
1,
Two.
2 Overwatch.
I mean, if you want to move
Dead.
forward, you
Got
can-
him, and he jammed right at the last minute.
Good job.
Put that over.
You still had one attack on me.
Just turn around.
Oh!
Around.
You would still had one attack.
So it looks
Oh,
like
hey.
we got 2 guys that are going to die here.
Plus 2.
You know,
Alright, we'll start
we
over
got
here.
One guy's going to die
1,
here.
attack for 2.
I think you're dead.
Oh, now here's where he lives. Watch
Hey,
this.
you
Watch
couldn't
this. This is
reload
just
it
crazy.
either, right?
Oh, I guess not.
You forgot who's rolling that dice.
He attacked for 2, right?
Yep.
So
3,
3, 4.
Attack for
He
5.
attacks for 5.
Come on, Will. 5.
6.
Beat him.
Down.
Yes, 1, 2, 3.
Oh. Attack for 5 and he moves for 6. There we
You
go.
ain't need him.
Don't worry about
This
those
guy
guys.
was never
Oh,
going to
3,
know
attack
that
for
the
4.
flamer. It'll be a mystery.
3 is going to
That's
attack for
all
4.
gone.
Door closes and lights go out.
The light, yeah.
Tie. Turn to
Like
face
the
him.
end of the first Saw movie.
Turn to face him.
Phase the black.
Attack for
Dead guy gets
5.
up
Attack
off
for
the
6, isn't
floor.
it?
Attack for 6 now.
1,
Opens the
2,
door,
3.
shuts
Attack
Attack
for
for
4.
4.
Attack for 5.
Yeah.
I was right there.
Is that right there?
3.
Attack for 4. Attack for
How
5.
come
for
it was
5.
lurking?
6.
Gotta roll
How
6.
come that was
He
lurking?
can
Oh,
come
no,
in.
that's not.
Almost.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
right. 3.
he's more than 6 of that.
And he's
Yeah,
got
I'm not going to
one more.
If I roll 1 command point, we're dead. Yeah.
1, 2, 3,
So,
4.
it's-
Attack
Here's
for
the
I'm
game.
so excited
It's
to
the
roll.
game right here.
Attack for
Ron, 5.
Damien, I want to roll.
This whole game comes
Damn
down.
it,
He turns to
Oh,
face
he
him.
turns
Damn
to
it.
face.
He turns to face him.
Final fight.
Attack
Final
for
action.
6.
This is it. This is the game, Ron. You gotta roll it. You gotta roll 6.
Motherfucker.
Okay, roll the dice. Roll the dice.
Damn
Let's see
it.
what you
Twos.
get.
2, 6.
Oh, 6. It's a tie.
It's
That
okay.
was his
It's
last.
okay. He's still alive.
He's still
And the next
alive.
guy can't attack you. That's the best thing possible.
Oh my God.
That's the best thing possible.
Okay, so if I roll a 1, we're dead. If I roll anything more than 1, we win. No.
The guy survived 2 hand-to-hand attacks by a gene stealer, and he had enough actions the last turn to turn around and get off the board. And it was an assault cannon guy. Nothing special. He wasn't on guard or anything. It's just the luck of that. It's just insane. But that, oh my God, that was close. I thought you guys were really kind of wouldn't make it because of how badly it went at the first half of the game. You guys just weren't moving. You just weren't advancing. And
Slugs.
yeah, but wow, that was close. That was close.